Ooh yeah, Rosa, my boy.
Funny boys. As high as you're the most, you know you got the fire, baby. Nakuwaza, mimi naisha. Follow me on my DM. Tell me what you want. Emojis, what's the feeling? Baby, ooh, nakuanza. Wanimaliza, nobody ever know. Nobody ever got me and you. Give me dwaro, emawati mokai. Ongenga marango kai. Give me dwaro, emawati mokai. Ongenga marango kai.
Inside, my heart is inside.
And today I'm hanging out with some 3 phenomenal women. Like 3 absolutely amazing women who are definitely trailblazers. One of them, I last saw her like just yesterday. She was here in studio. She had brought somebody else. But she's absolutely an amazing lady, owning her own PR firm. On top of that, she happens to be OK Africa's top 10 women in media. So she's definitely blazing up and doing her own thing. It's the one, the only Anyiko Owoko. And of course, besides Anyiko, there's somebody else. She shared her story on her social media about her journey in becoming famous and becoming a phenomenal musician. And half of the people who I read that story with cried. That's actually you, Vivian. Remember when you shared your story? Yeah, there's a time you shared your story on Facebook.
I'm so happy I made people cry.
Really?
Because I was crying alone. Now we are crying when we are here. So we are good.
And of course, last but not least, I've got an amazingly talented young lady. In fact, I call her the new school. Of the 3 ladies here with me, she's like the new school of the new school. It's the one, the only Rosa.
Hello.
Welcome to you amazing women. Like, it's absolutely amazing to have you here.
Sema watakaje. Mimi niko pale. Sema uko wapi. Niko ndani.
Now, for Vivian, you had shared your story on your Facebook page. You talked about how it was for you, your journey coming up.
Yeah.
Do you feel like right now it is easier for women than it was for you?
Well, not really, because I feel like the dynamics are still the same. Mm-hmm. They're still dealing with the same players in the industry. They're still dealing with the same producers, the same promoters. And for a woman, I think people need to understand, not that we want special treatment, but the dynamics for a man and a woman are completely different. It doesn't mean that I can't, sleep in a one-room house and get a cold shower. I can. But I mean, I'm a girl. You can't expect me to go all the way to in the middle of nowhere in Narok and come by myself, and then you've not even booked anywhere. Like, it's even hazardous. I can die. Someone can abduct me and do wrong things to me.
Have you ever faced that? That sounds like, I was like, okay.
No,
have you ever faced such a situation?
It's just an example.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't, because I can say I've been a bit lucky, because I didn't start out with the best, but at least I had some bit of groundwork, and that really helped me, because I have seen people starting from nothing, and it is absolutely dreadful, to say the least. Yeah. So I have not had those extreme bad conditions, but I have still been exposed in ways that I shouldn't have, because I didn't have a proper mentor, and I didn't have any person to tell me, yo, you want to be a female artist? You need to be aware of these things. You need to protect yourself. You need to speak out for the things you believe in. You just need to talk it out. Actually, I went to an event recently, and it's called She Decides. It's basically about the woman deciding when to get married, when to get children, just being in control of her life. Yes. And I was telling them, you see, the thing is, it's not that we feel like we are special, but we deserve respect. And I have as much commitment and passion for my work as the next guy. And I actually deserve that respect. I'm not begging you. And I'm not having an attitude, because we are called bitches. We are called bitches all the time. Am I allowed to say that on air?
Hold up, in fact, let me play your song. Let me censor you. We need to clean that mouth of yours, girl.
You have my heart, boy. Vivian. Baby, chum tonight. Baby, chum tonight.
And I mean, for you, Rosa, I know you're the newer person in the entertainment industry. What does Women's Day mean for you?
For me, Women's Day, I think in this day and age, it's just a day where we get to appreciate where we've gotten to as women. It's not a day for us to complain about the things we've not experienced or the challenges we face, but just knowing that we've made such great steps to be where we are right now as women. That's like the most important thing.
And when it comes to your journey up till this point, is there the one thing that happened to you as a woman, not because someone was saying, let me do this woman a favor, but because it was like, you know what, Rosa is an amazing person, and it's stuck in your mind?
Yeah, I did, like so many times actually. I've ended up like working with people who, even producers that I never actually thought I would work with. And personally, let me tell you, like, I don't know if it's just me, but like when you start doing music, for some reason, people tell you they believe in you or you're good at this or that,
but I've told you that.
But you don't see it. Like for me, sometimes I don't even see. Like I play someone something and they're like, "That's such a nice song," but me, I'm like, "No, it's not that good," you know.
Yeah.
So like people actually believing in me is what makes me keep going.
Yeah. And Anyiko, I know you're repping a lot of Nigerian acts and some Kenyan acts as well. What do you think in terms of Kenyan music industry compared to the Nigerian industry when it comes especially to support for women? What are one of the things you'd say, like, you know what, if we could get this from Niger and bring it here, like the Kenyan industry will just go off the top, especially for women?
I think maybe more collaborations. If we had more collaborations, generally for the industry, would work magic. And I mean, it's difficult for women everywhere. So even if you go to Nigeria and speak to the industry people or artists, the women will tell you we're not where we're supposed to be, and all these men are hogging the media space and the performances and everything. I think it's always been the truth that women kind of have to work twice as hard. I don't know why, but I think if I'm to compare and contrast, I would not say this is better than the other. But I think it's a fair game. Like, you hear some Kenyan songs, you hear some Niger songs, and you're like, wow, that's really dope. But I think sometimes artists here feel like because Niger music is maybe banging more in the clubs, like they're better, they're not any better. You see, you know them, they make a lot of feel-good music, and it's all about like
the beat,
the party,
and dancing.
But we tell stories, we're so deep, then we sing in Swahili and English. Like, I don't know, I feel like East Africans have a deeper vibe. They got a vibe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And for you, Vivian, I mean, there's a lot of people have this talk where when a woman wants to release a song, it's like she has to put some sexual appeal to get that attention or to get that publicity. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think the creative space for an artist is really open, because one day I can release a very sensual song, which is allowed because that's what I'm feeling at that time, and another day I can just release a rebellious song. So it goes.
Are you trying to tell us you're about to release a rebellious song?
No, not
because you just
particularly.
released the love song. It's
like if you see some of the songs that women release, like some heartbreak songs, like what we were listening to. Alafu mpaka unasema wa maze mwenye alihatu dem semeni tu pole, you know. So I think it comes with a vibe, just like Anyiko is saying, you know. There's different vibe that is attached to the music, and you know, the audience gets attached to the vibe. That's why you find that ukiingililia a certain artist and people are attached because of the music of that artist. Someone can even fight you, you know, because it's about the feeling, you know. And so I think it's not really about that you have to sell sex. I mean, really, we don't sell
itself,
it. Yeah, thank you.
It sells itself.
Thank you.
Rosa, you did this jam with Naiboy. How did you hook up with Naiboy?
First off, like, okay, I feel like I've told people this story so many times.
You've not told me.
I haven't heard it. Okay.
Me neither.
Well, sit back and relax, because I like telling this story. So basically, like, the whole of 2017, I was even telling Vivian, like, for me, I got to a point in my career where I was like, I need to do something with someone, you know, because like I had so much of my stuff out there. And literally, among the people I listened to, Naiboy was on that list. Yeah. Just because I feel like he's so creative. Mm-hmm. Like, as Vivian said, the vibe. Like, he's one of those guys, you listen to him and without you even knowing who Naiboy is, you feel something in that song, you know. Yeah. So, yeah, I looked for him basically the whole of 2017. Then, coincidentally, I was telling my homie Calvo Mistari about it. So, I was like, yo, like, one day I want to do a song with this guy called Naiboy. He's like, why are you saying this guy called? Like, he's my friend. Like, yeah. So he was like, oh, one day when I'm going to Pacho, you can come through, you know.
Yeah.
And this day that I ended up in Pacho for the first time ever, Naiboy was there. And so I was just like nagging him. I'm like, dude, like, I want to do a song with you.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do something. And like the first time we ever met, we created a song.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I feel like I need to get credit. I was the guy who played this song first in Kenya. I feel like I have to throw that in.
Imagine,
I have to like
yeah.
slide it in like whoops.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Rosa.
My boy.
Funny boys, as long as you're the most, you know you got the fire, baby. Nakuwaza, ay, mimi naisha. Follow me on my DM. Tell me what you want. Emojis, what's the feeling? Baby, ooh, nakuanza. Wanimaliza, nobody ever know. Nobody ever got me and you. Give me dwaro, ema wati mokai. Ongenga marango kai. Give me dwaro, ema wati mokai. Ongenga marango kai.
Babila maswale mwana wanje nshaku somona enda mbale kila siku na deliver oh baby can I touch you shine simamisha kama statue.
But I want us to talk about like in terms of endorsements for women. Do you feel like women are getting equal, like, you know, opportunities to get endorsements, to get like gigs in the 254?
I don't think so. I kind of feel like people wait for you to like do something really extra, then they want to approach you for stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, like Vivian has been in the industry for a while, right? But you'll see when people start noticing her like a lot, that's when even guys with gigs and stuff will probably want to be like, oh, come for my gig or whatever, you know? But I kind of feel like people just, unlike for guys, it's easy for you to demand like attention from people and stuff. For us, they almost make us feel like we have to beg for that attention. Yeah, so I don't think it's any easier.
When we get back, I still want to play there's a game I call Start Stop. I'll be giving you the rules a bit later on that we're all going to play together like one happy bunch. And then we have to talk about the elephant in the room.
Who is who?
All the hits, all the time, all day. Yes,
Babila maswale mwana wanje nshaku somona enda mbale kila siku na deliver oh baby can I touch you shine simamisha kama statue mami come closer let me tell you can we chomoka twende kwangu how you wide awake got me feeling emotional how you run this place where any soldier me general oh baby can I touch you shine simamisha kama statue mami come closer let me tell you can we chomoka twende kwangu inside
But before we go into anything else, I want us to play Start Stop. It's a very simple game. You remember when you were in high school? Remember that game where you would write, you'd have like letter B, and then you write, look at Rosa, you're like, oh.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, it was called Animal Kingdom. So you have to name like a town, a person's name, stuff like a person's name. There was
goodness.
The one we're playing here though is a town, disease, a girl's name. Since it's International Women's Day, so we'll do a girl's name, and then it's town, disease, girl's name. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting two. Where have they disappeared from my head
How
right
can
now?
we play if the
No.
Please forget them.
No,
That's already enough.
I am not forgetting these ones. I will not forget. Oh yes, there's an animal and then there's a country.
Must we say it in that order?
No, whichever order. But
Okay.
just say you guys are three. So when it stops on whichever letter, I'll give you guys. So like Anyiko, give me a girl's name,
Okay.
and then Rosa, give me a town,
Okay.
and then Vivian. I was gonna say disease, but then I'm like, it will be like I'm giving an under message. So give me. It will be like someone will be like, why did he give Vivian the disease one?
Imagine.
But no.
Unafanya nikae disease.
These are examples, right?
No, yeah, those are the ones you give. You guys will just give me one. Usually
Okay,
I do
then
like
what
5
do we
seconds.
get?
What do you get? What do you mean? What do you get?
I mean, what do we get?
You're gonna be playing against the listener. So
We
you better
win
be-
what?
You're gonna be playing against the listener. So you better beat the listener.
Wait, so
It's girl power.
we're doing the stuff you're saying the stuff you've told us. Like
Yes, but
name,
just
town.
one. So yours is like a town, and Nico's is I gave you country.
No. You said name of a lady.
Yes, girl's name, country, and you give me a town. Simple,
What do you mean a town?
like a town.
What's that?
Anywhere in Africa.
Give me my disease again.
Okay, so then take the
From a country, right?
So I'm spinning the wheel. Let's do this.
I don't know diseases.
You don't know diseases with Ed. You'll find them. Imagine today you'll think about them. You will think about them. So what's your lucky letter? Let's see. The lucky letter is V. Anyiko.
Vivian.
Rosa.
There's no a country. Venezuela.
Disease.
Venereal.
Are you serious? Come on. Really? And I was telling you earlier on, we're going to be talking about the big elephant in the room, eh? And so my elephant is pretty simple. Do you feel like when it comes to woman empowerment, that in the process of woman empowerment, the boy child has been kicked to the side?
Not particularly, because there's no point. It was like, you get out now, we're empowering women. I think the conversation around women empowerment should really be about partnering with the guys and involving them in that process. Because if we decide to throw them out, I mean, and we are coexisting with men all the day, all the time, I mean, and these men are the ones who are fathers, they are husbands, they are sons. So they need to be part of that conversation, and they need to feel like when they empower the woman and when they make the woman more defined in herself, then it also helps them.
And for you, Rosa, would you agree with Vivian or you disagree?
I agree, but I kind of feel like it's up to some extent. If the men took part in this women empowerment thing, they wouldn't feel like they were being left out. The fact that they leave it to the women to be like, we have to ask for our rights, we have to ask to be listened to, you know. If we had more men standing up for us or with us, then yeah, it would mean we are all doing the same thing with the same cause, you know, so no one is being left out. That means when you guys, okay, I don't know if you guys ever have an issue, but should you ever have an issue, that means we understand your issue as well, right? But for us having to empower ourselves, and we're the same people asking for empowerment, then that's how this whole being left out thing comes about.
And for you, Anyiko, I know that you are big in PR and all that.
Yeah.
But I would like to know, do you have any projects that are helping younger girls?
I think, I don't know, like somehow my team has a lot of girls. So I don't know if that's a project that I can talk about. But I think
internship is a project. It's like I offer them internship.
I think it always starts home. You know, when people say like I want to have the biggest company in the world, like you have to start somewhere. Even Apple products, they started with like a big ass. Oh God, Jesus! Sorry.
It's okay. Let's just carry on.
Desktop and now see where they are. So I love to work with women for one reason, because they never disappoint. Like I haven't seen any lady who came and said I really want to do this and they're disappointed. Like I'm yet to see. But that's my personal story. So even for the team Anyiko PR, all the ladies I've worked with have really excelled. I have a few guys, but it's just like the ladies, they over deliver and stuff. I have nothing against the guys. So I think my baby project is always empowering the girls, because somehow girls are also, maybe they feel like because I'm a girl I can talk to you. So I get a lot of girls requesting me for stuff, even publicists saying, oh, you're doing a good job, I want to meet you. Only one like male publicist has reached out to me, but like in Kenya I could count them. There's so many, like 10. So I think my project is to empower women in everything I do, and I have time for ladies, and like I'll set time for ladies first.
Denda wa rap TIA all day. forever, river Niling all way. If I'm not the shit, then you're taking a piss. All my girls know my flow, make all you niggas stiff. I got so many flows, I could flow on my own flow. Put some beats on them beats, see me go. Nico Bele, I heat game, yeah, rap. From the second ball, you knew already it was a rap. Nico Bele, I could cheese. Nico Bele, Bele, I could cheese. Bele, I could cheese. Nico Bele, Bele, I could cheese. Cheese. Nico Bele, I could cheese. Bele, I could what? Cheese. Nico Bele, I could cheese. Kuwa sipo palipo wengineo. Wengineo. Kuwa sipo palipo wengineo. Kuwa sipo palipo wengineo.